So good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. It will be just half an hour of meditation. So I don't know if, like me, you feel a sort of compulsion, even a duty, to listen to the news. And as you do so, feel more and more horrified and more helpless. So I want to spend some time today focusing on light, the light in the darkness. And I begin with the Welsh words, Tia Golaini, Tia Golaini. They were the motto of my old school in Cardiff, and they mean towards the light. Tia Golaini, towards the light. So with that in mind, let's do some breathing to begin. So feel the weight of your body on your seat, your feet on the floor. Relax as much as you're able. Then take 3 deep breaths, focusing on the out breath and using it to relax further any areas of tension in your physical body. 3 long deep breaths. Next, focusing on your emotions. Again, 3 long deep breaths, using the exhale to calm any emotions, noticing where you feel them in your body. And lastly, your mind. Try to use the breath, 3 long deep breaths, to still anxious and troubled thoughts in your mind. Yesterday was the vernal equinox, astronomically marking the first day of spring. Meteorologically, it was March the 1st. But in my garden, a plethora of mostly yellow flowers, forsythia, primroses, daffodils, have appeared much more recently. And around the village shine lesser celandines and golden narcissi of every shade and type. Reminiscent of light, they lift the spirit and offer temporary distraction from the dark shadows of war, famine, and disease that have haunted us for months. There should have appeared on your screen an image of a daffodil. Rest your open eyes on the image of the daffodil. Let them relax and just lightly keep your mind focused on the image. Rest your eyes lightly on the image. Try to focus on nothing but the image, with eyes, heart, and mind. Now, close your eyes and recreate from memory that image that you've been looking at on the screen of your mind. Reconstruct the same picture on your inner screen. If you struggle to hold it there or to keep the full image, have a quick peep from time to time. Construct it in as much detail as you can manage. Each petal, the trumpet, stamen, etc., and the slightly different shades of yellow. Try to make a complete image in your mind. And hold your mind on that image. Now, still with closed eyes, as you hold your gaze on that inner image, try to sense the reality of the daffodilness of it, the isness of it, its reality. Try just to be aware of the essence of the daffodil. See it as a living being with its own existence and uniqueness. And finally, as you are aware of it, try to merge with it, to become it. Daffodil is you. You are the daffodil. All is one. No longer are you looking at the daffodil. You are the daffodil. Daffodils symbolize rebirth and new beginnings, recovery from hardship, and relief after stress. So let us focus on the picture of the inner image and send that essence of hope and healing across the world in waves of yellow light. Coming to a close, I have for you a thought and a poem. The thought is Mary Oliver's thought. But I also say this, that light is an invitation to happiness, and that happiness, when it's done right, is a kind of holiness, palpable and redemptive. But I also say this, that light is an invitation to happiness, and that happiness, when it's done right, is a kind of holiness, palpable and redemptive. And the poem, it's by Emily Dickinson, and it's called Perhaps You'd Like to Buy a Flower. Perhaps you'd like to buy a flower. But I could never sell. If you would like to borrow, until the daffodil unties her yellow bonnet beneath the village door, until the bees from clover rows their hock and sherry draw, why I will lend until just then, but not an hour more. So be it. Thank you.
Thank you, Viv.
Thank you, everybody. And same time tomorrow when Joe will lead us.
Thank you.
See you then.
Thank you.
This meeting is being recorded.
Good morning, everyone. This is a School of Christian Mysticism 30-minute meditation. I'm going to ask Leslie to play a little on his flute to start us off. Leslie, you've somehow become muted in the middle of your playing. So, but we did hear the first 2/3. So
Okay.
I'll ask you to play a bit at the end as well.
All right.
Yeah, that. So we heard quite a lot. Thank you. Sorry about that. So yesterday we were gathered, and in the context of some real horrors in the war, and of course this continues on, horrors in the war, in the wars in the world, let alone the local one in Europe at the moment. And we had a lovely meditation led by Viv on the light, and we used the light of a daffodil and took that light inside us and gave it out to the world. And it's so easy in these days to create further unhappiness through our thinking process. And how important it is for us to watch our thinking process and to notice how we're thinking, that we're not adding to distress. So we're going to concentrate today to bring our thinking into alignment, if you like, with the mother. On Sunday, it is Mothering Sunday. And I always like that version of the name rather than Mother's Day. My own mother always corrects me that it's Mothering Sunday, which seems to be so much bigger than just one's mother. And I'd like to read a lovely quote from Hildegard of Bingen. The earth is at the same time mother. She is mother of all that is natural, mother of all that is human. She is mother of all, for contained in her are the seeds of all. The earth of humankind contains all moistness, all verdancy, all germinating power. It is in so many ways fruitful. All creation comes from it, yet it forms not only the basic raw material for humankind, but also the substance of the incarnation of God's Son. So I'll read again. The earth is at the same time mother. She is mother of all that is natural, mother of all that is human. She is mother of all, for contained in her are the seeds of all. The earth of humankind contains all moistness, all verdancy, all germinating power. It is in so many ways fruitful. All creation comes from it, yet it forms not only the basic raw material for humankind, but also the substance of the incarnation of God's Son. And I wondered if we could contemplate now this passage at this raw material that we are part of, both in terms of the natural world and its beauty and fertility, but also in it being the very substance of the incarnation of the divine, of the Christ. And these words of Hildegard of Bingen, O you who are ever giving life to all life, moving all creatures, root of all things, washing them clean, wiping out their mistakes, healing their wounds. You are our true life, luminous, wonderful, awakening the heart from its ancient sleep. O you who are ever giving life to all life, moving all creatures, root of all things, washing them clean, wiping out their mistakes, healing their wounds. You are our true life, luminous, wonderful, awakening the heart from its ancient sleep. So let us contemplate these words. And as we contemplate the mother, the substrate that is both our earthly being and our substance into which the divine incarnates, its healing properties. Let us begin to hear the syllable Ma, that is M-A, that archetypal syllable for the mother. We just hear it within, and we may like to breathe, repeating Ma, Ma. And we may like to extend that internalized sound into Ma Ra, Ma Ra. And this is Aramaic, and it means Lord, what we would normally translate as Lord, Ma Ra. And the metaphor of the Aramaic gives rise to the idea of the light incarnate and radiating out light. That aspect of the incarnation that is so completely light that light radiates out from it. Ma Ra, Ra, radiate. Ma Ra. And let us continue internally sounding Ma Ra Na Tha. Ma Ra Na Tha. Come, Lord, come, O incarnate light that radiates into those places that need light and healing in us and in the world. Ma Ra Na Tha. So may the Mother, incarnating the Christ, radiating light and love and healing, flow from this meditation into our own thinking and into the world. And I'll just ask Leslie to play us out for a few minutes. When you feel ready, Leslie. Amen.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Leslie.
Indeed.
I think Tim will be back tomorrow, so look forward to seeing you then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.